Hello, everyone, and welcome to Self Love You. I am Jenna Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about the conditional love of the narcissist. The narcissist is something, a construct. It's a word for the person who is causing us pain. Those of us who have empathy, those of us who could be codependent, those of us who are attached to someone who is being rejecting and not loving us the way we need to be loved and leaving us with an empty space and causing us to not feel good. And we're allowing it. So it's not all their fault. If you allow a narcissist to treat you poorly, then you're playing the game. It's a dance. It's a triangle. It's a drama triangle. It's the Cartman drama triangle. If you're allowing a narcissist to, persecute you, to make you the victim, that is a problem. But anyway, I'm going to move on to the topic. The topic is the conditional love of the narcissist. Narcissists love with condition. And those of us who fall into the trap of the narcissist allow the narcissist to love with condition. The reason that we do allow this is because we were raised in an environment where it was not okay to be our true selves. It was not okay to experience our reality. We were invalidated. Instead of being validated for who we were, instead of having our intimate core developmental needs met, we were ignored, shamed, and left to our own devices. And we had to create, fantasy bonds with our parents and all of these things. So what happens is when you are raised in an environment where it's not okay for you to be who you are, you're only getting conditional love. When you're only getting conditional love, that means you're only feeling loved, you're only being loved, you're only getting love, you're only loved, your needs are only met when you fit certain criteria, when you are matching with the conditions that the narcissist parent would have you match. So you have to do certain things in order to get approval. When you learn this as a child, that you are not okay, that your feelings are not okay, in fact, your feelings are wrong, and you don't even know how to feel, and basically the message from the parent is you're an idiot, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to think, you don't know how to feel, you need me, the narcissist parent, to tell you how to think, to tell you how to feel, and to give you advice on who to be, and it's not okay for you to be who you are, then that is conditional. You learn that love is conditional. If I do this, if I do that, if I'm good enough, if I look good enough, if I make enough money, if I can please this person, if I can give this person enough money, somehow my worth and my value is going to be validated. Somehow I'm going to be affirmed if I meet these conditions. The narcissist is all about conditional love. You are not accepted for who you are. You cannot put up boundaries with a narcissist because they see you as an extension of themselves. And you have to follow and fall in line with these conditions. And if you don't match the conditions, then you are rejected. Then you are disapproved and invalidated. And if you do not know how to set boundaries, and if you do not know how to stand up for yourself, then you are likely to truncate yourself to fit into the mold that the narcissist will allow, the conditional role, the role playing. You play the role of the needy one. You play the role of the victim. You play the role of whatever conditions they have set. You are not allowed to be happy. I have one person who was telling me that whenever he had an award, whenever he would bring home good news to his mom, that he would be, ignored, that would be overlooked because that was not part of his role. There was a condition upon him that you are not to be successful. The narcissist cannot tolerate your success, cannot tolerate your truth. And it's for whatever reason, we're not trying to demonize the narcissist necessarily right now, But whatever the reason is, it is what it is, and it's conditional, and it's not fair, and it is harmful to you. For someone to tell you, I will only love you if you do X, Y, Z, is to destroy your humanity. Because the truth is that you have a right to exist. You have a right to win awards. You have a right to have your backbone. You have a right to stand up for yourself. You have a right to set boundaries. You have a right to feel. You know, a narcissist will try to tell you how to feel. They'll try to tell you that your feelings are wrong. That's called invalidation. And then if you are not in tune with yourself, you'll agree with them and wonder, what's wrong with my feelings? What's wrong with me? Am I wrong here? You won't even know what end is up, because that puts you in chaos. And the narcissist loves you to be in chaos because that makes you easy to control and easy to put into the role that they want to put you in. So you want to know that a narcissist can only love you conditionally. Everything that comes from the narcissist is conditional. You have to act a certain way. You have to follow a certain religion. You have to say this Bible verse. You have to agree with what Bible verse to use in this situation. You have to believe in a certain way. You are not to feel the way you feel. You have to feel this way. So it's very conditional. When what is necessary for a child to grow and become healthy is unconditional love, which means you are who you are and you feel how you feel, and that is okay. Who you are is okay. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to not like something. It's okay to say, I don't like that. It's okay to say that hurts my feelings. And it's okay to express that. It's okay to have requirements. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to expect to be lifted up when you have an award. When you've won an award, it's okay to expect people around you to be happy for you and not envious of you. It's okay. That's called unconditional love. When you're loved unconditionally, it's okay if you choose a career that is something that you want to do, not what your parents want. It's okay if you, if you just have to, unconditional love is you are loved regardless of how you think and how you feel and how you believe. You are given the freedom and the honor and the respect to be who you are. If you are not given the freedom, love, if you're not given the respect and the freedom and the ability and the room and the space to be who you are, then that means you're loved on a conditional basis. Conditional love will destroy you. It will annihilate your core. It will silence you. It will cause grave emotional pain. It will hurt, and it doesn't feel good. And it causes you to hurt. And so it is up to you as your own higher self, as your own reparenting process, to stand up and begin to love yourself unconditionally and begin to require that those in your life also love you unconditionally. And if anyone refuses to give you what you need, which is not conditions, love without conditions. If you look in the Bible, love that verse. I just read it this morning about love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love keeps no record of wrong. Conditional love keeps record of wrong. Conditional love is constantly out there trying to control everyone, everything. Everything has to be just how that person likes it and wants it in order for them to feel okay, because they are trying to push conditions onto others. Really, in actuality, unconditional love is scary to the narcissist. And so it's scary for them to accept other people as they are and to support other people in being who their true self is and supporting the growth and development and understanding of another person. That's what unconditional love is all about. You can have conditional love wherever it is in your life that you allow it. If you allow people to love you conditionally, they will do it. It is controlling, and it's really weird. It's like Do you have any friendships where you're allowed to be this way, but you're not allowed to be this way? You're allowed to talk about, only this and not this because they don't like this. They don't like that part of you. So you just kind of don't say anything about that particular part of you. I'm not talking about levels of relationship. I'm talking more about like when someone literally, the relationship is at the point where it could progress, but they don't allow you to operate fully and functionally. They cut off part of you. Like you're only allowed to, talk about them the whole time. You're only allowed to talk about their jewelry business all day. You're not to bring up anything about yourself. You're not to talk about yourself. That is conditional. These people that are not fully integrated and not, authentic, they will put you in a role and you have to play this role and you aren't allowed to get out of the role and you can't argue and you can't stand up for yourself because they don't allow it. And so that's conditional. And you want to get out of the conditional love situations. You want to work on unconditionally loving yourself. So you're not perfect. So you have sadness. So you made a mistake. So you're surrounded by people who are trying to give you put conditions on you and invalidating you for being who you are and shaming you for making mistakes. You have the right to make mistakes. Okay? We all make mistakes. You have the right to make them and you have the right to overcome them. You have the right. It's your right. So watch out for the conditional love of the narcissist. Don't allow yourself to be truncated into this little box of this is who you're allowed to be and anything other than this is not allowed and you're in trouble and you should be ashamed for thinking, feeling, and being who you truly are. And you should, since that person doesn't like you to have a conversation with another person, then you have to do what they say in order to feel okay with yourself. Take off the conditions. God loves you unconditionally. You are loved unconditionally, and you have to love yourself unconditionally today in order to get free and heal from narcissist abuse and to love yourself fully. Until next time, I'm Jenna Ryan, and I will talk to you soon.